Yeah, ma'am.
Okay, let me begin.
Mm-hmm.
Good morning, everyone present here on this webinar. Today, we all have gathered here for a webinar on Startup Story by Miss Vandana Singh. The organizing committees for today's webinar are Skill Innovation and Entrepreneurship Cell, which is Institutions Innovation Council, ENACTUS, and Career Guidance Committee of P.G.D.A.V Evening College. IIC, Institutions Innovation Council, was established in the year 2021 in our college. The main objective of this initiative is implementation of NISP 2019 of Ministry of Education. For this, innovation policy of PGDAV College Evening was also formulated in the year 2021. Our mission is to develop an entrepreneurial ecosystem in the college and to nurture innovation and startups of both students as well as faculty members. In pursuance of this objective, the cell organizes webinars, competitions, and interaction sessions from time to time. The second committee, ENACTUS. ENACTUS PGDAV Evening College is a part of ENACTUS, an international body. Our ENACTUS runs projects from time to time, which is based on three pillars: environment, entrepreneurship, and society. In this context, ENACTUS in PGDAB Evening College started in September 2019, and our project Vastu is a huge success among faculty members and students. In Project Vastu, we make sustainable products out of surplus fabric. Career Guidance Committee, which is also a co-organizer, is another very significant committee of our college. It helps students continuously in deciding and planning their careers. It is a great help for students who can't plan for their careers themselves. A brief introduction of our speaker, Ms. Vandana Singh. Vandana is an entrepreneur who founded YUGO in the year 2022 with the goal of raising awareness of the problem of rising carbon footprint and emphasizing the significance of substituting everyday household items with environment friendly, non toxic, chemical free, biodegradable alternatives in order to leave a greener planet for our next generation. With over 7 years of corporate experience, Vandana has primarily worked in media planning, branding, and marketing for companies like Group M, Cognizant, Big FM, the Clinton Foundation, etc. She received her undergraduate degree from Delhi University and her MBA from Amity University. In addition, Vandana is working to create a community called Mommies First that encourages mothers to share their skills and talents, whether they are in the areas of baking, crafting, or painting. When these mothers are recognized for their efforts, it gives them more confidence. Helping these mothers understand how important they are to themselves and individuals, that they are more than just wives or mothers, is Vandana's goal. Over to Vandana.
Thank you, ma'am. It was a wonderful introduction. I hope I'm audible to you all.
Yes.
Yeah. Uh, yeah. So before I start, I just want to ask you all the young people, and I'm very happy that I'm part of this conversation because I love meeting young people. When you meet young people, you get a lot of positive energy, you get a lot of high positive vibes and ideas because you guys are like our future. So I want to ask you guys, how's the Josh? Because yesterday it was Lodi, late night celebration, a weekend, and a cozy, warm afternoon. So everyone must be a little drowsy, I understand. That's perfectly fine with me. I'm not here to bore you. I want to have a conversation with you guys and take some ideas as well. So before I begin, Hi, Miss Sonia. Yeah. Oh, hi. Oh, thank you. I got the answer. Thank you. I wanted to hear that. Okay. So, I uh, now, like, is it better? My voice?
Yeah, it is perfect.
Okay, okay. So, I want to ask you guys, what the new year has just begun. What is your new year resolution? What you guys are working on? Like, what have you planned? Anybody want to share? Like, can chat, text. Oh, wow, fitness and career. Okay, interesting. Um, Join the company to learn how to do business. Interesting. Okay, so uh, more time to read. That's wonderful. That's amazing. Nothing yet. That's also fine. You should take time to figure out what you want. Okay. Fine. Thank you for all your responses. I end goal is to start business. That amazing. Like you are so young and you're already sorted to come up with a startup idea and work on it. Find new things to learn. Amazing. Okay. Thanks for all the responses. So I also have a resolution and want to join ENACTUS. Genetic. I don't know what is this. Startup with new fact. I guess they're more like let me read. Uh, okay. So thank you for all the responses. I'll move forward. Um, I also have a resolution, and my resolution is to work harder and harder to give greener earth to my next generation, and I am working toward it. Let's present my presentation with you guys. A small presentation which I worked on. Is my screen visible?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Uh, Before I talk about myself, though ma'am has given a very good introduction, I think there's nothing left. I think it's more important for me to share why I left a well set and decent paying job where I was happy and content, and how it all began for me. Why I chose something where I have to fight every day. I mean, when I say fight, I'm not a violent person, not fighting, like facing new challenges every day, working on something from scratch. So this is 21st century, and in this century, everything is possible. Like people are buying land on moon, the basic need of life, roti, kapda, and makan. Everything is available just on a click. Scientists are working on cure for diseases like cancer by gene editing tools. And the most coolest of all for you guys must be talking to your friends sitting in Italy, UK, and USA just by FaceTiming with them. But have you ever thought where everything is, uh, even every task, every challenge seems possible? Even saying impossible seems impossible. What is one thing which still seems uncertain? Nobody has predicted about the forest fire which just erupted in Australia. People had predicted that there will be a heat wave in US, but it was so vigorous that the wheels tire, the automobile's tires started to melting down. What is leading to that? Nature is unpredictable. Global warming. Everyone is talking about this new term, global warming. People are understand, they are aware, but what will be the impact of that? That is uncertain. And I'm happy that we are evolving, new technologies are coming in picture, and we are working on new tools, new technology. There is still something which is impacting our life, and that is our lifestyle, our light speed lifestyle. And with this lifestyle we are putting so much pressure on ourselves and on our planet that everything thing seems unpredictable. India is growing, the global economy is growing, and I'm happy with that. And I'm really happy with that. And this graph represents how our yearly GDP is growing. It's a comparison of GDP last year versus the subsequent year. So you can see that there is a growth. There is no negative growth except for year 2020 when pandemic has hit India, and we bounced back. We bounced back with a approx 18% increase in GDP. But I'm happy, but there is something which is troubling me with this growth in GDP, which is our lifestyle. We are evolving. We are spending in a capacity has increased. We are splurging on things, and right now the lifestyle is like that. When I see youngsters, basically youngsters and office goers, they talk about the term like if a person own a three swanky cars, in their eyes they are the coolest person. And there is a new term which I'm listening, fashion police. I don't know what these fashion police and who has appointed them, what laws and government has appointed them, I don't know. um, as per them, if you repeat an outfit frequently, you are a fashion offender. If you repeat an outfit to two, three parties, you are a fashion criminal. I mean, who decide this? I don't know. But do you know, like, how much pressure to meet this peer pressure standard, to meet the societal standard, to prove yourself that I'm doing well off in my life is exerting pressure on our ecosystem. There's some facts like when you manufacture a car, a petrol or diesel car, 5.6 tons of carbon dioxide is emitted in producing one car. And when you produce an electric car, around 8.8 ton of carbon dioxide is emitted. And to the fashion police, I am sure they're not aware about that. That's why they're talking like that. 10% of the human carbon emission is done by fashion industry. They not only dry up our water resources, but all the waste created by them, that all goes into river bodies and water bodies. And this really scares me that what kind of uh, planet we are going to leave to our next generation. So I think I should introduce myself a little more. Like I'll take 2 more minutes. As ma'am told you, I have approximately a decade of experience in corporate life. I have worked with Cognizant, and more of my experience was in strategy and marketing role. I was working with Cognizant as a strategic consultant. I was working with Group M Essence. Essence is worldwide media agency of Google. I have worked with Big FM and Bill Clinton Foundation, all in strategy and marketing role. I was happy. I was pretty happy. I was sort of liking what I was doing. But something happened which triggered me to start this journey of mine. I'm a mother. I'm a mother of my 6-year-old son, and we reside in Faridabad because I like it's less developed, so there is less pollution. I will say. Uh, we were traveling to meet one of my relative in Delhi, and my son. We were crossing the Gazipur landfill, and I am sure nobody need. I mean, everybody is aware here what Gazipur landfill is. It's a huge dump yard in our Delhi NCR, and there is mountain of waste over there. Um, from Delhi NCR is just dumped there. So my son, we were crossing that, and my son was so intrigued by that dump yard. He just yelled, "Mom, look, what a beautiful mountain!" And there are birds are too. He was referring to the eagles and vultures over there, and I was completely dumbfounded and horrified. Like, what kind of planet we are making Earth? And this is not the only incident. Like, we traveled to one of the famous beach destination in India, and I have painted a very serene picture to him that we will walk on the beach. You could pick shells. You could see some crab digging in the sand, and he was very happy. We reached there, and trust me, it was nothing like that. On the beach there was beer can, plastic chips bag, disposable plastic plates, bowls, rubber slippers. It was all over the beach, and I it just hit me like, what what we are doing, like what kind of planet my son will see and what kind of planet the next generation will see. And I decided I have to do something. I don't know, I am not sure from where will I start, what kind of impact it is going to leave afterwards, and whether I will success or not, I have to do it because it's something which I will do for my community, which I will do for my next generation. So now, when I have talked about sustainable living and eco-friendly living, um, that's how I founded YUGO. I will give a brief intro about YUGO also. As ma'am said, YUGO is a company which I founded with the aim of promoting eco living and sustainable living. And we are promoting eco-friendly and sustainable products. And we are working toward a greener planet where humans and nature can happily coexist. So now, what is sustainable living? Sustainable living is your lifestyle choices. It is the rational decision you take while uh, purchasing or investing in a product, while selecting something for your daily day-to-day life. For example, we talked about the fashion police, fashion industry. So if I mean, I know people are very brand conscious nowadays. A LV bag, a Gucci bag, or it has become like something which you can buy every now and then. They're very conscious even to talk, go to college. It should be a branded bag. It should not be something cheap. I know this kind of mindset has people have nowadays, but it's good that you're investing in those products. But do you know that these are not made of natural fiber? They are made of chemical, and animal testing is done. Sometimes Lacoste was banned because for some time in Italy because they were using crocodile skin, which is their logo, and they have to restart. They stop using that. If you invest in something which is a bag which is made up of natural fiber, like any fiber, like kona, bamboo, jute, canvas, um, these fiber are come directly from nature and they are used as it is. They are not treated chemically. Treatment is given to them, like kona fiber, the bamboo fiber. They have natural antibacterial property. They have natural color changing traits. They don't need to be polished. They don't need to be chemically treated. So they come in the natural form. And when you are and thus you're impacting the environment less. Second, these are all woven. So these are all hand woven, so no machinery is needed, no machine treatment is needed over there. So that's you're cutting the pollution also there. You're giving employment to a lot of people in tribal area, and this is creating a better ecosystem where you are cutting the chemical treatment, you are cutting toxic things from your life, you are harming less to the environment, and you're upcycling these resources. Like instead, when you use a plastic bag for shopping, you just use and throw, and you are creating a dump. When you doesn't repeat an outfit, and this goes to the earth only, this goes back to the ecosystem only, and it's creating, rather than converting our planet into a dump yard, you're upcycling, you're recycling, you're using those substance, you're using those products which are less harmful, not only to you and your community but to the planet also. So these how sustainable choices impact environment. This is Yugo, which is my company. You can type www.theyugo.in on website, and you will come across my website. Uh, my company, as I told you, it primarily work to promote eco-friendly products and eco-living, where human and nature can coexist. As ma'am mentioned, that I have a mommy's first community where we reach out to mothers who deal into any kind of art and craft or any kind of product. Maybe they are in a small women entrepreneur in a small town of Udaipur who are making handmade jewelries, and they're selling it locally. But we give them a platform. We enable them that okay, come associate with us, and we will showcase your product on our website, and whatever revenue we are getting, we share with them. So this is how we enable them. They gain some confidence in themselves that okay, I though I'm at home, I'm doing something. I'm working. Cut down the plastic is one of our main motto, where we procure, while not only the end product is like if I'm selling an end product, that is not only plastic free, but while procuring the product, while shipping the product, while packaging the product, we ensure all our products should be plastic free. The packaging should be plastic free, the taping, labeling, everything should be plastic free. And that's how we try to cut down the plastic. Not only mothers, we also reach out to the local artisans. Like few of my products, it has come from tribal community of Northeast Manipur. Some of my products has come from small villages of UP. We reach out to those artisans who know how to create a craft, but they're not that technical that they will create a website and start selling those product, or those people who will export their product outside. So we go to them, we reach to them, we educate them that okay, you can earn more, you can take your product outside, you can take your product outside from this local community, and you can give employment to others. One of our vendors, who is currently working with us. Initially he was working alone, but now he has himself employed another 2 3 um, a worker under him to create the art and craft, and now he is selling it at a big scale. Once we reach out to him, we not only partner him, we educated him that you can also create something for yourself. He registered himself on one of the seller site, and now he is getting orders internationally. So we are not only enabling, we are also empowering them to do well for themselves also. These are some of the products. Currently, I have 11 categories, which are all eco-friendly and biodegradable products. Some of them come from small town of UP. Some of them come from, as I told you, from Northeast, Assam. So that's how it seems like. So now, when is the question? Is startup really a fad? It's, I know all of you must be watching Shark Tank and pitching on Z5, and these shows are getting a lot of traction on media. So, do you think is entrepreneurship is going to stay, or is it just like a hashtag which will come and go? I think startup is going to stay for long. It's a long term investment in your personality. Trust me, what I was 6 months back, I'm not that. I have evolved socially, emotionally. I've become more rational. I have become more confident. And it doesn't only change you financially, it changes you as a person also. So why startup is going to stay? I will give you an example, and I will try to validate it. Recession. Must be listening the news that Amazon is firing, Flipkart is firing, Google is firing. For these big companies, it become a threat. What if I say that it is a blessing for startup? It is a time where you can create opportunities out of adversity. Why? I will tell you. Those resources which were far out of your package, you can hire them on a much lower cost. Those raw materials which were way, I mean, which you were acquiring like 1 kg in a normal time, now you can acquire 3 4 kg, and at this recession time you can negotiate over the rate, and you can store it for future time and save your costing over there. Banks are ready to give you credit at a very lower interest rate. You can start your startup. It's a good time for a startup at a recession, because banks come to you and they say, if you want to start a loan, do you want to amplify, do you want to expand? And people leverage it. And the biggest of all, your competition is struggling too, and you get a loophole where you can grow. So you can see that even in the adverse time, you have to look for the positive opportunities. How recession is helping startups, where it is hampering the big companies, the biggies. Government has you must be hearing a lot of news that how our PM is working and promoting the startups. He has launched lot many schemes which were not there, like I will say 5 6 years back. Made in India, Startup India, these all are promoted on a very huge scale. There are a lot of initiative and scheme done by government. You can search on them on internet. You can simply type startup initiative done by government for startups, and you will find a list of that. I have just picked one, Startup India, and picked few crucial point. You can There's a list of benefit under that which you can browse on internet. First is easy access to fund. That there is a 10,000 crore rupee fund which is set by government to support startups. You don't need to pay 3 years of tax. You just need to get a certification from IMB. Compliance is the which big companies have to struggle. Government support that. They help you in compliances. They even let go some of the compliances just to stand up on your feet. And there are other schemes also like Samrid scheme, Atal Innovation Mission, and SIPEIT, which is basically for technical companies. um, though startup is a trend nowadays, something which a little disappoint me, that women's are a pillar of society. But I don't know why I don't see so many women entrepreneur coming forward. um, Faguni Nayyar, Vinita Singh, you must be watching on Shark Tank. These are some of the women leader who are inspiring all of us. But still, if you see last 10 year of data, in comparison to US, where approx 40% of entrepreneurship population is constituted by India, over the last decade, only 14%, approx 14% of women entrepreneur contribute to this entrepreneur pie chart. But government is working on that. There is lots of initiative. There are a lot of schemes. There are a lot of financial support, lot of mentorship which is targeted only for women. Like uh, they're promoting, they're asking women to come forward. Whether they're working on anything like an art and craft, or a ghar ka bana hua achar or papad, any craft, you just need to register yourself on the government women women schemes, and women will reach out to you. Even I am working on one of that women empowerment scheme by government, where I've just registered myself, and I am getting some mentorship. So you can browse through a lot of those scheme on internet, and there is a list of that on Google. And trust me, these are really really helpful. They will help you in every scheme, like financial, registering your company, or not only for women, these are for everyone. Uh, Government help you in registering your company. You get GST benefit. GST registration are also available now. It has become very easy now. It's not like that you need some legal person. Everything is online. You just need to start searching for it. You just need to start deciding on that what I'm looking for. There is a scheme. There is a initiative in every sector, where it is technology, where it is medicine, where it is handicraft, where it is machinery. There is a specific scheme. There is specific initiative for each and vertical nowadays by the government, and you will find people who are ready to help you. So how is my journey so far? It's good. Really, trust me. As I told you, I'm a different person now. What I was 6 months back. Every business has a up and down, and if you see a comparison between a startup and a corporate job, there is a difference. Like in startup, there is higher responsibility. You are the owner, you are the decision maker. So there are times when you have to take calls which might not be in your favor, which might not be uh, for good for your employees, but there's a responsibility on you, and you have to take decision. Eh, think about the end result. Don't think that okay, I'm stuck. अगर मैं जॉब में होता तो ऐसा नहीं होता, पैसे नहीं आते, मुझे सैलरी देनी है. Everything works out. It take time. You just have to be persistent. That is there. um, you get flexibility to work from anywhere across the globe. You can work from you're on a vacation and you can work. You're traveling and you can work. You can There's no like 9 to 5 you have to go and punch in. You can plan your day. As I told you, you can plan the way you look for your company. You don't need to take approval from your seniors or your management for your ideas, for your vision. You can shape your company. You can promote the innovation. You can promote the changes which you want. So there is a full ownership for that. Flexible hours, I love that, because I have
वंदना, आपका ऑडियो चला गया है. वी कांट हियर यू. Miss Vandana, can you hear me? Sonika, is her voice audible?
No, ma'am, it's not audible.
Okay.
Sonia, ma'am,
हाँ जी, बोलो.
I think we should call her and ask that if
Okay,
yeah,
okay,
network.
okay.
Yeah.
हाँ जी, I have called her. She's joining.
Okay, ma'am.
Uh, Sorry, my internet has a problem. So, anyways, I was on the last, almost the last slide. I'll just, am I audible?
Yes, you are.
Okay. If I talk about my personal challenges, um, I started all by myself. As you have seen, I only had corporate experience, and I come from a family of doctors. So there was nobody to guide me. There was nobody to mentor me, and I just started. I had a vision in my mind, and I just knew that I have to work on something and I have to do it. And it started. It took time. It took my time. I had my fair share of learnings. I learned, I unlearned. Sometimes I did mistake. I cried also that why I started. But trust me, it all worked out. Um, I have a family and child to care. Like I shared that, uh, and sometimes it happened that I have worked till late night. Even for this presentation, I have worked till 2 in the morning because my son, this winter vacation is going on and he's taking a lot of my time. But I have that flexibility that I can work any time of the day. I can plan it accordingly. I can plan my day. So these kind of flexibility I get. Uh, when we talk about startup, people talk about money, the capital investment, and they look for investors. I I I never look for investors. I saved my last 3 months of salary and I started working on that. Um, I look for I research that how can I plan my investment for a startup. How can I recycle my money? How I can replow my savings. I'm not yet on profit. I just started 6 months back. I will soon reach out my break-even point, but I manage my fund that I should not go out of fund anytime. Whatever savings, whatever new uh, income I was getting through my sale, I try to expand into new categories. I was getting profit and I was getting the return on investment. So return of investment, I invested on the same product category, like rebuying those products, increasing the inventory, and whatever benefit I got from those sale, I invested that to expand my categories. So I had just started with two category and now I'm on 11 and I didn't look for any investor. So that you have to plan for your funds. You don't always need a capital or cap investor. It is a bootstrap startup for me and it's working fine. Um, I had issues in finding mompreneurs and partners. They were not ready to trust me. Like, you are just a startup. Why should we tie up with you? इतना मेहनत कौन करेगा? आप कहीं पैसे लेके तो नहीं चले जाओगे? So you have to build that trust. Okay, you have to build that repo. You have to invest time on that relationship as well. My achievement, if I talk about the biggest, I will say within the this span of 6 months is that now I'm on board of Microsoft for Startup Founder Club. I have been recently selected by Laurel Women Developing Skills for Women Leadership in Climate Action, under which they give you mentorship, they give you educational program for all your personality development. As I told you, my first talk was out in 1 month. I think that is the biggest achievement for any startup. And yes, I have a lot of family time and happiness and mental peace that I'm giving back to my community. I'm doing something uh, for my future generation, and it's working fine. I had my share of challenges. I have my share of struggles, but I'm on a track with a bang. So I hope you all have dreams and you should work on a dream. You should try at least once that what you want to do, what you want to achieve. Don't give up, be patient, be persistent, look out for help, reach out to people for help, and trust me, this will work out. So yeah, that's all about me. And that's all from me. Thank you. If you guys have any questions or anything, ma'am, please.
Students, do you have questions? If you have questions, please ask one by one.
Very interesting question. So people often ask me, what is Yugo? Yugo is a Japanese term which means fusion. And what I am trying to do, I am taking the Indian art and craft, eco-friendly products that which are Indian in roots to the global stage. So this fusion, there is a fusion in my product also. I'm giving this traditional product a modern touch. So that's Yugo for me. There are another meaning of Yugo also. In Devanagari, Yugo means longevity. So I hope my business has a longevity like that. And for you youngsters, you just say you go, so you go and buy for the youngsters. So that kind of vibe I want to give to my all segment of customer. I hope that answers. Basic things to be considered in startup is your dedication. If you have a dream, work on it. But yeah, before starting, plan out your investments. If you're working, like I had planned out that I will not touch my savings. I plan out in a way like I will just take my 3 month of salary and I will play on it. If it will work out, it's good. Otherwise, I will look for an alternative to work on it. So don't just start anything like randomly. Plan your investment. That is very important. How you going to uh, if you are going to face a loss, how you will going to manage that, how you will reuse that profit you are going to that to make it more exponential. uh, plan out your uh, time you are going to give to one entrepreneur initiative. Like if you are not seeing any progress within, for example, 6 months or whatever time you've decided in your frame, try to analyze what are the loopholes there. What should I work which is not working? Try to meet you every now and then. I do a kind of survey even for my website. Like, do you find that logging in is the website is an issue, or do you find that uh, doing a transaction on the website is an issue? Because I did a survey recently and I analyzed that people are there who have trust issues, which is very fair enough. They don't want to do a transaction on a new website. So that was a very positive feedback on me, and I started looking for how to solve this. And then I come across that uh, even for brands like Philips, you will not believe 80% of their business come from marketplaces like Amazon, Flipkart, and Myntra, and 20% come from their website. And that was a big learning for me, that I should not solely rely on my website, and I also partnered on these marketplaces. So you have to keep in touch with your customers. If one thing is not working, try to figure out what is not working, and invest in other areas. Look for help, ask people question. These are the things you should consider. Uh, TAM as in like turnaround time. Okay. So there is a huge market for that. Sorry, I'm missing out on quite a few questions. Uh, I will say eco-friendly products and sustainable products are now in trend. Currently, if I see my within 6 months of market business, I have reach reach out to like 600 700 new customers. So there is a huge market for that. I don't have the real numbers right now with me, but government is also taking initiative to promote these sector of products, sustainable products, new fashion brands, even Schneider, Anchor. These products are also taking this sustainable products, sustainable packaging route. So this has a huge opportunity for sure. How to build team and how to choose people. Uh, Try to match up with those people who gel up with your vision, who think like you think, whom you can trust. Um, I've seen a company which was doing fairly good, but the partner has a different vision. One wanted to work more for the humanity, more for the community, and one was into profitable business. So they have to divide. So work with people, look out for people who have vision like you. Be empathetic, uh, be kind, compassionate, and that's how people will connect with you. What is the most challenging issue you face during the implementation of YUGO? Yes, finding partners and finding the right quality of product. Because as a woman, I had to travel in the northeast area as well, and these people are tribal people. They don't have those um, those facility to pack their product properly. They just used to ship it the way they could via India Post. So sometime what has happened, I have a category for bamboo product, and uh, these products, when they reached to me, they were all infested with fungus, and half of them were broken. I cried my ears because for a startup, every rupee mattered. I woke whole night for a week. I dried them, I washed them, and I repainted, I revarnished all by myself because it was startup and I had no team. So reaching out to those people and getting the kind of product, and even sometime what has happened, that I had a partner and I had asked him to ship something which is eco-friendly and in an eco-friendly packaging way, but he shipped it in a wrong way, like it was all plastic coated. So my customer raised a complaint for me, that this is not what you have told me. So these kind of issue happens, but it happens. You learn from your experience and you move on. That okay, this is now I have to take care of. This is now I have to educate to my partner. This is something which I have been aware of. So I will not say it's a challenge. It's a learning. What are prices of my products? It range from 99 rupees to something around 1,500, 1,500, 3,500. Don't ignore the problem, address it. If you'll not address it, you will not know what is there which is not working, and you will never be able to improve yourself. I come to know that why my website transactions are not that great, because uh, I researched on it. I surveyed people and they told me you are a new website, so it will take time for us to trust on, because there is a, there is a debit card, credit card detail which you have to enter, and there's a lot amount of bank money. There is a lot amount of money in their account. So that's fair, if they don't want to trust me. And when I'm present on my Amazon and Flipkart, my sale has increased. So I try to figure out my problem and work for a solution, and it is really working for me. Ma'am, once we set up our business, how to make our first sale, when you make your first sale. So mine is all online. It took me time. Uh, though I was lucky that my first product was sold in 1 month, the first batch of product, because my product pricing uh, is not that high. So these are they. I will not say these are those products which you buy every day. But these, I will still think that these are fall into fast moving product category. But they're product, like if you have a product which is a high ticket value product, don't think that business will happen in 1 week, 1 month. It takes times, maybe 2 3 months. You have to be patient. But yeah, if but you after waiting for good enough of time, like for example 6 months, you are not seeing any action, you're not seeing any transaction, you need to take some action. You need to do a SWOT analysis and try to figure out the problems. Um, as I told you, in my sector also there are brands like Home Center. Ekta Kapoor has funded a lot of money, and her products sometimes I say are much cheaper than mine, but she doesn't communicate well. She doesn't position herself well. You need to work out what kind of positioning you are doing for a brand, how you are selling your product, what is your product's USP. You need to work on that, what other brand is not doing. You need to figure out one or two USP, and you have to sell, you have to play your entire business on that. For example, I am getting my products from far flung areas, and I am enabling something. It is something which is touching a lot of people, and they are ready to invest in that, because they see that somehow they are helping to the community. I'm also giving a special one-to-one communication to my consumer, which means a lot to them, which they are not doing, because they have a thousand base of customers. So that is something that's different. USP in term of price or advertisement. USP in term of advertisement. Price. Uh, Price might be, I might be selling on the same value, price value, but my positioning, how I'm positioning my brand. Uh, yeah. One thing what I know now, why I didn't started it earlier, why I didn't work it for it earlier, why I waited for so long, because trust me, there is a lot of challenges, and every day when I hook up there is a new challenge, that sometimes this vendor product got, my shipment got delayed, the consignment is not reaching, the customer cancelled the order, or transit में product damage हो गया. But this is all fun. You solve it one by one. You see, okay, अच्छा ये तो मुझे पता भी नहीं था ये मैं ऐसे कर सकता हूँ. And I'm learning new technologies. I was not aware about, like, Microsoft is teaching me that what is Azure. I never knew that it is a cloud web. I always because I was working for Google, I only know about Google thing, that there's a Google Cloud, and now I knew about Azure Cloud and how GitHub works and everything works. So it's like I'm upgrading myself. I'm there is a lot of personality development happen at mine because they are mentoring us. So I'm thinking why I didn't started it earlier. Yeah. Thank you. I,
Uh,
I hmm.
yeah, just a quick recall of the success and motivational story by Miss Vandana Singh. She shared with us today why she left her well paying job and started her own venture. She said there are a number of challenges in the environment and which actually compelled her to start her own venture. Namely, nature is unpredictable, global warming, firing of employees by big companies, that is MNCs, changing lifestyle of people, fashion police, carbon emission by fashion industry. She also shared her journey from corporate job to her own venture. She threw light on the four P's of her business: product, price, place, and promotion, and how she dealt with each of the issue in a sustainable way. She shared her challenges, the opportunities, and her learning curve, how she learned every day from her own venture. Her session was a great inspiration for young men and women of our college. Nothing better than sharing a motivational story of a successful woman to celebrate National Youth Day and National Startup Day. Thank you, Vandana. I take this opportunity to thank our speaker, Ms. Vandana Singh, who took out her valuable time to motivate our students. I also express my sincere gratitude to our principal, sir, for his continuous support for such events. A big thanks to SIEC Committee of Faculty and Students, Career Guidance Committee, and ENACTUS being co-organizers of this webinar also deserve a big round of applause. A big round of applause for our students for being such wonderful audience. Thank you. Thank you, everyone.